Good morning, Teacher Babadanji.
Good morning.
What are you going to talk about today?
Today on this lovely, lovely summer morning, I'm going to talk about death. Everybody dies. From the king, to the prime minister, to the pop star, to the rock star, to the actor, everybody dies. So, start thinking about your immortal soul, because the soul is immortal and you have to go somewhere. And your future life, when you're dead, will be a manifestation of your actions on this earth. So if your actions have been bad, then you'll be going to a bad place. If your actions are good, you'll be going to a good place. So do good actions. Everything in this physical universe decays and passes away and changes and passes away. This universe is the universe of change. It is not the eternal abode. Heaven is the eternal abode. The soul is the eternal abode. The soul has existed forever and will continue to exist forever. There's no end to it. It has an eternal substance, eternal reality. Soul initiates the mind to think, and reason is a human product. It's not something animals have. Animals don't know when they're going to die. They can't see that there's life and death. They can't see that. They can't understand that. Human beings can understand that, and human beings can contemplate the temporariness of their existence, and that should give them enough influence, not as in modern persons who fall into depression and narcissism, but an acceptance of the way things are, the way things God has created, the way things are, and one should accept it. And then one won't get depression, one will have joy, because the joy comes from God, comes from the soul, comes from the inner contemplation and the inner reality, which is eternal. So, everyone can see that people, for babies, and the teenagers, and the middle ages, and the old grandpas, grannies, and then death. It's an unfortunate person who dies young. You see the changing of life. It's right in front of us every day. So it shouldn't be a surprise. We should be ready for it. We should be contemplating it and becoming more and more ready for the idea that everybody die. And with that death, a new life. A person should be living happiness and goodness, righteousness. So when they die, the good life, the eternal good life is given to them. And in that perfect heaven, they are always happy, always get the little things they want and need, and are contemplating the eternal and experiencing the eternal. So, the purpose of life is to appreciate the eternality of God and the eternality of the soul. That's life's purpose. As we're moving on in a consciousness and awareness that there is a soul. The modern suicidal thinking of science that a human being doesn't have a soul. Where does his reason come from? He doesn't have a soul. Where does his feelings of spiritual feelings come from? Man's a spiritual being. So we're asking people to contemplate the inevitability of death, the inevitability of being given a new life in the eternality of the soul.